My name is David Davies and I'm the Member of Parliament for Monmouth. Today I'm here in Calais with Bedwar, the Welsh language channel, to find out a little bit more about the migration crisis that is affecting so many of us in Europe. And the idea is that we're going to go over to the camp in a moment and try and talk to some of those people involved and find out where they came from and why they want to come to the United Kingdom. Well, we're standing here on the edge of the camp that is known as the jungle. We've just driven past a scene that I think is straight out of Third World Africa. Hundreds of tents, a kind of a shanty town. There are lots of people milling around here. As you can see, there are lorries going backwards and forwards, and I think some of the people here are looking at them with interest, perhaps with a view to trying to jump on board if there are any that look like they might be going back to England. And of course the interesting thing for me is, why is it that people are prepared to live in these sorts of conditions? What is it about Britain that is such a magnet for people that they want to spend months of their lives, perhaps years of their life here, when they could claim asylum in France? Let's go find out. Well, I've just had a conversation with these three gentlemen here who are all from Iraq. As far as I can gather, they're from the area that ISIS have been attacking, and I think they've come over here not realising that you need to have a visa or papers to get into Britain, and they seem very surprised that they've ended up here and are unable to get into the United Kingdom. So I'm standing here in the at the edge of the camp, really, with Zana, Mohammed and Mohammed, and they've just told me, interestingly, that they really want to come to Britain because Britain is a safer country in their eyes even than Germany, which is, in my view, actually a fairly safe country. This is where they're living at the moment, so obviously there are, what, three of you inside here?
Inside,
or four?
no, four.
Four people inside. So these are very, very poor conditions. Of a sort that you would not expect to see in a country like France. The guys here, Mohammed, Zana and Mohammed, are sort of fairly comfortable with us filming, and as you can see, it looks a bit like from this angle, a fairly scruffy campsite.
Technological studies.
But it was indicated to me earlier on that possibly we shouldn't be filming in the centre of the camp because some people don't want their faces on camera, so I'm going to try and do it in a discreet fashion. Well, we're outside the church at the jungle at the moment, and there seems to be some kind of African service going on. Obviously, this is going to be a slightly different kind of service to the ones I'm used to in the Church of Wales at Monmouth. Well, roeddwn i ddim yn disgwyl gwersyll mor fawr, i fod yn onest. Mae'n just mynd ymlaen ac ymlaen. Mae'n rhywun wedi dweud bod 5,000 o bobl yn byw yma.
4,000 yn ôl riad.
4,000? OK. Wel, efallai mae riad yn gwybod achos mae fe'n gweithio yma. Ond mae'n 5,000 o bobl. Does neb yn gallu fod yn sicr. I'm here at the moment in the Pakistani area of the camp, here with Adnan, who's been talking to me about his life. He came from Pakistan originally. He's lived in the United Kingdom. He then left. Six years. He's paid 17,000 euros to people smugglers who've got him this far, and he's basically trying to jump that fence over there every night to get back to the UK, although he may now have to go back to Italy, but he thinks he's fairly confident he'll be able to reapply for a visa there and come back. Conditions, like everywhere else in this camp, are not great. There's obviously a rubbish tip there, people living in makeshift tents and things that they've just built themselves, really, by the looks of it. I really do think this is a mess. We have to try and make sure that people are not left living in conditions like this, and certainly we don't want to encourage more to put themselves into this situation.